You may notice a change in your property tax statement for next year. Ken Rowe from Hennepin County's Taxpayer Services is already answering questions.
The first thing that people are going to notice is that their taxable market value dropped by a large amount, and I think that's the main question we're getting right now, is that people are seeing their market value drop so much, and then their taxes may be going up, or they may not be going down as much as they think they should. And they should understand that this is not the estimated value of their property, this is the taxable portion of that estimated value.
The main reason for this difference is the Homestead market value exclusion. It replaces a system that was in place for the last decade, which was the market value homestead credit.
The state legislature this last session was struggling to solve a $5 billion state budget deficit, and in the negotiations throughout the session, they were looking at various programs that they could reduce. They decided that one of the programs that had not been fully paid for anyway in past years was what was called the homestead credit, and that's where they came up with the homestead exclusion concept, basically excluding a portion of home value from taxes altogether as a way to mitigate the effects of the loss of the homestead credit.
What this means is some taxpayers will be paying more and some less. Here's how it's expected to shake out in the northwest suburbs.
What we're finding is that most property is between a 5% increase down to a 5% decrease in their taxes. Those that pay more are generally going to be in communities or of parcels that have a higher value because they receive less benefit in dollars under the credit mechanism. And so if now they're being asked to pay for a portion of the benefit that everyone's receiving, it nets out to less of a benefit overall.
Brooklyn Park's Finance Director Corey Kampf talks about how the shift will affect residents in that city.
When we took a look at the breakdown that Hennepin County provided, 61% of our residential properties will see their overall property tax bill at 0% or less. So most of them will see a decline.
In Osseo, the majority of their tax base is commercial. Jeffrey Dahl explains what that will mean for taxpayers.
Osseo has a relatively lower average household value, so almost all the homes in Osseo are going to qualify for this exclusion. As a result of that, most of it's being shifted onto the commercial properties. Other communities, they're going to see the shifts less burdened on commercial and more back to residential.
For city officials like Corey and Jeffrey, the goal is to get the word out now about these changes, and upcoming venues like Truth in Taxation hearings will be one helpful tool.
It's our duty to try to get that information out to everybody and try to help them understand why they're paying what they're paying.